Well, several weeks ago we talked about some of the plants that you can put in your landscape to attract birds. And today we're going to talk about another item that can attract birds to your landscape, and that would be to put out feed for the birds. Now, we might just run out and buy a big bag of bird seed and start feeding the birds. However, it pays to read the label first, because not all birds like all types of seeds. They're kind of like us. They can be picky in their diet. Now, birds really like sunflower seeds and also white proso millet. However, they don't necessarily like buckwheat, wheat, and milo as much as the other. So what you want to do on these bagged mixes, which some of them are very good bagged mixes, but others include these grains that the birds don't necessarily like. Now, right here we have white proso millet, which is great. The milo and the wheat are not as tasty, and the sunflower seed. So this is be an okay mix, but you're probably going to get some waste because the birds are going to pick through here and they'll throw out what they don't want and eat the sunflower seeds. And especially birds are bad about going through here and getting all these seeds, and we don't have just a whole lot of sunflower seeds in here. So what you need to do when you're getting a mix of birdseed is to read the label first off, and it doesn't have those desirable seeds in it, then maybe you should buy it in bulk and mix your own mix. Now, a really good basic birdseed mix includes these two right here. This is white proso millet and also the black oil sunflower seed. That's a really good mix that would either go in a hopper feeder, on a ground feeder, or even in a hanging bird feeder. Now, a mix that's really good for cardinals includes something like the black oil sunflower and also the safflower seed. And right back here I have a mix, and this one was bought already mixed, and it's specifically for cardinals. Now, we could also throw some of the striped sunflower seeds in there, and the cardinals would think that was just great. Now, this is another bird seed that's very good, goldfinches and also pine siskins like this, and this is Niger thistle. Now, this is a seed that's better not to put in a big mix because it's more expensive if you use the small hanging bird feeders, and especially bird feeders without perches. Then the smaller birds can get to this while the larger birds don't like that. Now, right back here is a mix that's called a backyard banquet, but the banquet that we would be serving would not be for the birds. We would basically be serving a wonderful banquet for squirrels, which is not a bad idea. However, if this is all you put out, you're going to be disappointed when your birds don't come because the squirrels are going to be eating this. We've got peanuts, also whole corn, and large sunflower seeds. So the backyard banquet would not be something that we would want to feed. And also, a lot of birds like the cracked corn. However, it's also a type of food that both sparrows and starlings like. So it would probably be something that you wouldn't want to put out, only cracked corn. A couple other foods that you would want to avoid would be bakery items and bread, because the sparrows and the starlings are very attracted to that. So stick with the seeds that particular birds like and you'll be better. Now, another feeding item that you can put out, of course, is the suet. And this is really good for woodpeckers. And this is just plain suet, and you can actually make your own. Just melt it down and put it in a mold, or you can buy packaged suet. Sometimes you can mix bird seed in it. And you want to put this out when the temperatures are cooler, because when it's warm outside, this will turn rancid. So make sure that it's cooler before you put the suet out, but this is also a very beneficial item to put out for the birds during the winter. So think about the birdseed that you're putting out and enjoy your birds all winter.
We hope you've enjoyed this classic from the Oklahoma Gardening Vault. Remember, even though these tips and techniques are timeless, there's always something new to learn in the world of gardening. By subscribing to both Oklahoma Gardening and OK Gardening Classics, you'll have access to a wealth of gardening knowledge, both classic and contemporary.